In life, we often strive to stay honest, work hard, and uphold our values. We are taught from a young age that integrity, patience, and diligence are the keys to a successful and meaningful life. Yet life has a way of testing us in unexpected moments. Sometimes it only takes a single fleeting thought, a brief temptation, to alter the entire course of our lives. One small choice can open the door to incredible opportunities or shut it forever. This story is a reminder that even the most disciplined and upright person is vulnerable to the power of the mind. Our thoughts are more than just fleeting ideas. They are the foundation of our actions, the seeds of our habits, and ultimately, the architects of our destiny. What we allow our mind to dwell on shapes not only the decisions we make today, but also the path we walk tomorrow. Many years ago, a young man named Tom lived in a quiet small town. His life was simple and full of daily struggles. Every day, he would wake up early, search tirelessly for work, earn just enough to meet his basic needs, prepare a modest meal, and return home exhausted, yet determined to survive honestly. One day, after a long and fruitless day searching for employment, Tom walked home with a heavy heart, weighed down not only by the fatigue in his body, but by a growing sense of frustration and doubt. It was at this moment, at the crossroads between despair and hope, that his life would unexpectedly be tested. As Tom trudged along the dusty road, he heard a voice calling out from behind. "Is anyone here who can help me carry something?" Turning around, he saw an elderly man struggling with 3 large, heavy duffel bags. The old man's face was lined with age, and his movements were slow and deliberate, yet there was a certain determination in his eyes. "I can help," Tom replied, stepping forward. The old man explained that he needed to travel to the next village, a long distance away. He could carry 2 bags himself, but needed assistance with the third. In return, he promised Tom 3 gold coins, a substantial sum for someone in Tom's position. Despite the weight and the difficulty, Tom agreed without hesitation, motivated not by greed but by the desire to earn an honest living. As they walked together, Tom noticed the old man frequently glancing at him. "Perhaps he doubts me," Tom thought, reflecting inwardly. "But I am not a thief. I have always worked hard and lived with honesty. I would never betray anyone." Their journey continued, and soon they reached the bank of a river. Tom stepped into the cool water and began wading across, carrying the bag carefully on his shoulder. The old man remained on the other side, explaining that he could not risk crossing the river with 2 heavy bags himself. He asked Tom if he could carry 1 more bag for him, offering another 3 gold coins as reward. Tom hesitated only briefly. He prided himself on his integrity and believed that working hard and doing the right thing was more important than quick riches. Despite the old man's cautious warnings about the bag containing silver coins, Tom carried it across without hesitation. He even shared the story of a past job, explaining how he had quit rather than lie or cheat. Yet, the old man's suspicion lingered, reflecting a universal truth. Even the most honest person can be tested by circumstances and opportunity. Once they reached a hill, the final bag remained. The old man warned Tom again, revealing that it contained gold and imploring him not to run away. Tom assured him of his honesty and lifted the bag without complaint. For a moment, everything seemed ordinary, the journey continuing as planned. But as Tom walked ahead, alone with all 3 bags, a thought crept into his mind. A thought small at first, almost imperceptible. "If I run away with these bags, no one can stop me. I could be wealthy beyond my dreams. I could live in luxury, marry a beautiful woman, and never worry about money again." What started as a fleeting curiosity quickly became a vision that captivated his imagination. He imagined the comfort, admiration, and freedom that riches could bring. For the first time in his life, Tom felt the pull of temptation. Despite a lifetime of honesty, the allure of instant wealth tugged at him. The mind, powerful and relentless, began to shape his desires, painting vivid images of a life far removed from struggle and toil. In that brief moment, all his values, years of disciplined choices, integrity, and moral strength faced a silent, insidious test. Unable to resist, Tom made a fateful decision. He ran. Breathing heavily, he reached his modest home and opened the bags, anticipation mixed with excitement and nervousness. To his shock, there was no gold, no silver, only ordinary stones. Confused, disappointed, and heartbroken, he discovered a note tucked among the stones. Tom unfolded the note and read, "The old man was in fact the king of the land, searching for an honest person to adopt as his heir." If Tom had resisted the temptation, he would have been chosen as the future ruler, inheriting not only wealth but wisdom, respect, and responsibility. One moment of greed had cost him the greatest opportunity of his life. This story underscores a timeless lesson. Integrity and self-control are invaluable. No external force can harm a person more than their own unchecked thoughts and desires. Even someone like Tom, who had spent a lifetime living honestly, can lose everything with a single lapse in judgment. Life often presents us with tests disguised as opportunity. The choices we make in those moments, especially the ones that challenge our values, define who we are and determine our future. It is a powerful reminder that the mind, though invisible, wields enormous influence over our lives. Every fleeting thought has the potential to shape words, actions, and habits. One wrong thought can set in motion a chain of events leading to regret, while one disciplined choice can open doors to unimaginable success. Every action begins with a thought. Thoughts influence words. Words guide actions. Actions create habits, and habits shape destiny. Mastering your mind is more than a moral principle. It is a practical strategy for navigating life successfully. Controlling your thoughts protects you from mistakes, keeps your choices aligned with your values, and helps you cultivate a life of purpose and fulfillment. By nurturing honesty, patience, and positivity in your mind, you plant seeds that grow into meaningful achievements and opportunities. Conversely, allowing greed, impatience, or negative thinking to dominate can derail even the most principled person. Tom's story is a timeless reminder. The mind is the most powerful tool we possess. Its mastery can mean the difference between regret and greatness, failure and fulfillment.